Wally Wally Wop. Like I like.
Yeah.
Like I
It's
like.
only snitching if it's
Like
like,
I like.
you're somehow involved.
It's
right?
lit.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
It's lit.
It's lit.
TGIS is lit.
It's
It
lit.
is
It's
lit.
lit.
It is lit.
It's lit.
It's lit.
It is well lit,
Right.
in fact.
It is. Oh my God. We are kind of, yeah. I can.
Why
my
does
gosh,
it
I'm
just
so
say that
sorry.
#show live stream on the title?
That is what this is.
Oh my
A
God.
hashtag show live stream.
Ugh.
My title says, is Joker changing the game? Captain Marvel
Wow,
hits 1 billion
wow.
and Endgame SNN.
Boom! That's what the title is. And that's
Skadoosh.
exactly what we're going to talk about today. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to be talking about, once again, as you said, Captain Marvel hitting 1 billion. We're also going to have a discussion concerning Endgame and that special look. Unfortunately, that special look consists of Miggy looking the other way.
Exactly.
She
And
is
Miggy
not a
is
fan of
nice.
spoilers. She is not a fan of spoilers, and for that moment, we will indeed excuse you, because that is not fair. If someone doesn't like spoilers, don't spoil it for them. And
Why
last
is
but not least,
everything being spoiled in the trailers? It's a trailer.
She's
Back
right.
in my day,
Oh,
they would
God.
shoot a whole new teaser. Nothing to do with the movie.
wow, that's
It
true.
would just be like the feeling.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
This is
that's
what
true.
you will feel when you watch this
And
movie.
speaking of trailers, last but not least, we will be discussing the Joker trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And does it indeed change the game of superhero films? So that's what we'll be talking about today. And with that, before we even get into it, we did just happen to survive WonderCon.
That
And
we
I
did.
do
We
want to
survived
know...
the snap of WonderCon.
Exactly, right? I do want to know how WonderCon was for both of you.
Oh, it was great. Lots of, new experiences, lots of interviews and panels and talking to cosplayers.
What was the coolest interview or the coolest moment you had at WonderCon?
Coolest
Doesn't matter.
moment I had.
It can be just a personal. Oh my God! I ran into blah blah. I took this picture. Anything.
You know what? I think I will say doing the DC Superhero Girls interview because it turned out to be much, longer and more interesting than I thought it would be. So, yeah.
Not bad. Not bad. What about you? What was your moment?
My moments.
Yeah. My moment consisted of her.
Probably when we all went to dinner because it's hard to get all of us together.
And it was
like
hard that
18 of us.
time.
It was
That
still hard.
difficult.
It was.
That's
it
what
was.
she said. But
Ha Happily, most likely.
I was
would
definitely
hope
just
she was
chilling
happy
in
with
front of
that.
like the Cheesecake Factory for like half an hour. And I
Oh
was
yeah.
like, nothing.
Well,
People said they were parking, and
The
half an hour
best
later,
part
and
was
no one
eating.
has come.
we were supposed to go to the Cheesecake Factory, and there were like 12 of us originally, and they were talking about like a 3-hour wait, and we are like, no. And they were like, if you guys can separate into 2 tables,
Oh my god!
you could be
Up to
seated
the screen.
immediately.
Yes.
Oh look, it's floating.
That's
So
creepy.
we all went
Magic.
to, where did we go? House of Blues.
House of Blues.
And
That's
we
right.
all got to sit together
Yes, and we did.
immediately.
We
Oh,
did,
well,
and they-
Daniel was almost cast off to another table.
I
He
was,
flipped
and
his
then
kitty
I
bag.
made
He
such a fuss.
flipped his
I walked
wig.
in like I had a low bob. I
Sweating.
walked in like I had a low bob and a dog that matched with my hair. And where's the manager? Are you the manager? Why can't I get a seat here? Why is everyone else getting a seat and I can't? Oh, so you can't put those tables together? And then all of a sudden they're like, we just don't want to hear him anymore. Okay, look, here goes another table, sir. We're not even supposed to do it, but I don't want to hear you anymore. And that's exactly what it was.
That's his
That's
power.
really what it was. I walked in like, I'm just going to make a problem. And they were just like, fine, I don't care. I was petty. I was very petty, and it's not a proud moment. Mickey reminded
sound
me.
kinda proud talking
Mickey
about it
looked
right
at me
now.
like, no, Mickey was like, I am disappointed at you. And I'm not even joking. Like, I really am disappointed with you, Daniel. And I
already
felt it when
worked
she
hard.
said it. And I was still
Because
like,
you weren't there.
I was mad.
I had to argue for the stroller to be inside. First, I was like, all right, can the stroller be here if we all sit outside? And then
oh yeah,
let's get
the stroller is
manager.
there because the thing is, when we go to cons, Joe usually drinks a lot, and so he can't walk too much.
Oh
So
my
we got to
God.
put him in the stroller and
What
kind of
is
wheel him
happening?
in. It's a long story. He won't watch it. Don't worry. So yeah, that's usually what happens. So that's where the stroller was already there.
The stroller
And
was
then,
there,
so-
but then the stroller was Daniel's seat.
It was. It was. Because I
just-
came in, wham, wham, wham. It's my baby. Wham,
And
wham,
then
wham.
other people left Tatiana at Cheesecake Factory.
Yes,
That
I was
wasn't
just
me.
there alone.
I was doing enough. I just wanted to eat, and suddenly I'm coordinating a dinner for 20.
It's all right.
She was. I'm
It's all right. Then Kelly DM'd me and she's like, I don't know if anyone's told
Told
you,
you.
but we are at House of Blues. I was like, okay,
Oh.
I will take my ass to House of Blues.
That is the hashtag family, and that is how we spent WonderCon. But one thing that you don't have to wonder about was
Wonder
Captain
Woman?
Marvel
Oh.
and
Oh,
what
I was
it
gonna
hit
say
as far as
Wonder
$1 billion.
And 4 weeks.
In 4 weeks?
Yeah, it's like a little less than a month. Yeah, a little less than a month.
No, that is pretty much the same time span in which it took Aquaman to do
That's
it.
right.
So that's pretty cool.
And
they
Aquaman
both
was
had the
Aquaman
same
was like a
thing.
big surprise though.
Aquaman
DC
was because
films
Aquaman
had not really. Yeah, and
Yeah,
DC
they
films really crossed
have
the
never
billion.
hit anything like $1 billion worldwide. And here goes Captain Marvel, like, I'm just coming in where everybody else already does, but I'm gonna do it in a quick amount of time. Boom, within a month, she's already at $1 billion.
I'm very
what
proud
does
of
this
her.
do for Marvel films? Honestly,
For
does
Marvel,
it do anything?
does nothing.
No, honestly, like, does it do
basically
anything for Marvel films?
Female-led
No,
Marvel films.
No, see, well,
Then-
wow,
It doesn't do
female-led Marvel
anything.
films. It's the first female-led Marvel
Yeah,
film.
but I mean,
which,
it wasn't a failure, right? And
Very
beyond not
true.
being a failure, it was a success. So
Okay.
now they can be
Listen,
like,
this
okay,
is
we're
this
not
is
gonna
the
be.
standard. If your superhero film does not make $1 billion, you are considered a failure.
There you go, that's
Which
true.
is a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
But now, Tatiana, there, of course, in the chat, immediately people are asking, Bat2C Blur asks, how was the Hot Wings
See,
and sauce?
this is something we're going to have to talk about for Endgame.
Okay,
Because right now
alright.
we're in an alternate chat.
Whoa! I
on
see.
on my
I see.
screen, I see Anthony Manzano saying, "Hi, Daniel,"
Is
and
this-
on your
I'm
screen,
on the wrong
you see
chat
Bat2C
then.
Blur asking
I'm
how the
still
wings
on the
are.
wrong
Hey,
chat
Anna Miles,
then.
So
where
maybe
is
this will be something we discuss.
Maybe I'm on the wrong chat.
where is Red Blue Blur and his
where is
CWD
Red
show request
Oh my
review?
God. Am I on the wrong
Why
chat?
don't you just run through
That
that
being
now?
Definitely wrong
said,
chat. I got it.
the wings
I
and
got
the
it.
sauce were excellent, but I did cry while eating.
Oh.
So, but that's just because my eyeballs are sensitive.
My eyeballs
My
are
taste buds were
sensitive.
doing okay. My
Well, is
eyes
anyone
just started
surprised
watering.
that Captain Marvel hit $1 billion?
Well,
because of the
Spider-Man was
polarizing
surprised.
reviews.
Because Spider-Man is a sexist. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, wow.
But, I'm joking.
Whoa!
What?
But Spider-Man, someone named Spider-Man was surprised that Captain
Well,
Marvel hit
no,
$1 billion.
but that's understandable.
Yeah.
And that's also something that's kind of like, well, is it sexism if you're not shocked? that it
No,
was,
I was joking. It's not sexism. It's because Captain Marvel, as much as people in the comics know her, like outside world don't know her. You know?
facts.
Yeah. So it's like, and also there was a big backlash, against for nonsense reasons, but
True,
that could have
true.
kept some people away.
So even with all of that they had to go through,
Yeah.
being able to hit that is it big? Is it special? Is it something that we should even care about?
Well, I mean,
Being honest, I'm being
like-
completely honest. Is it something that
like
we should even care
Migdalia
about?
said,
I don't care.
yeah, but like Migdalia said, like if
Maybe
you
don't
don't
care.
hit it, then you're a failure. So I'm just glad she wasn't a failure.
So,
Right?
so essentially, if you don't hit it, you gotta quit it.
Yeah.
I understand, and that makes sense. That makes. I love saying it.
I do think it's a little bit silly that people are like making headlines like, "Oh, the first female-led superhero film to hit $1 billion." Okay, there's only been 2, so it's not.
I hate titles like that. The first this and the first that. 2019. Let's get past
Ooh.
the first.
Catwoman.
Catwoman does not count.
Catwoman isn't a real film. It didn't actually exist.
and
I'm
also,
sorry.
she's not a superhero.
Yes.
So,
5. Electra.
Ew.
Okay.
Electro.
but
Ooh.
like,
Electra and Catwoman killed the game for like 10 years.
That
for
did. That
us.
killed the game for like
It's-
superhero films for a while.
exactly.
And
That
like
let
not in a
everyone
good
down.
killed the game way.
No,
in the
no,
bad
no.
way.
no.
Now, funny enough, in the chat, Anthony does ask, why does it seem that DC animation full films versus Marvel live action films are better? Why does it seem like DC's
Well,
are better than
That's
Marvel
because
live
DC
action?
goes hardcore on their animated films. I mean, they go graphic novel rated R style, which is like why I like DC Comics better in a way.
But only good on animated, and the live action is just.
because
Well,
the
because live
animated,
action, it's not like the live action is going hardcore and doing it well. They're just
No.
going hardcore and being garbage.
and they're not even usually true to the source material, which you don't really
Ooh.
have to be too much because Marvel kind of strays as well.
Right.
But then when DC does stray, they don't do it creatively, and no one's on the same page, and there's no one like spearheading DCEU except the head of Warner Brothers, which is like okay, the studio. And I think another division is running DC Animation away from DCEU.
Very
so,
true.
I mean,
Very true.
that's basically the difference between the DC Animation and DC Live Action. It's just like 2 separate ships.
Well, that and it's also easier. I mean, it's not. It's much easier to draw an action sequence than to actually go ahead and plot it out, block it, have people train for about 2
No,
to
you
3
still have
months
to do
before
that
they do it.
You still have to do a lot of work.
No,
when you
no,
do
but I'm saying, but
animation.
you have to have the actors go ahead and for one action sequence, sometimes the actors may have to practice and learn within about a month before they even get on to do the actual
But
action sequence.
but the
And that can be
quality,
blocked out for like 10 days just to even shoot.
the
Versus
quality of the live action though has nothing to do with the actors. It's just like the vision.
No, I'm saying all of this, it takes so much time, so much work, all this to do when it comes to live action versus animated, or does it still take about the same time?
But there's
to
also a
create
lot
one?
of different people that are like putting in their, I guess. Is that what you're saying? Like,
Yeah,
there's,
I'm
like,
asking,
different,
like, is
you know.
is it because, like, the thing is, it can be quicker to do an animated versus a live action?
I mean, they definitely turn it out a little bit faster. I think DC usually has one animated film out per year. I wouldn't say it's faster though, because to animate things like that is like
Yeah.
very intricate
It's
movements
just that they don't
and
announce. They don't
drawing.
announce them until they're close to being
Yeah,
done. But they do
exactly.
still take a long time.
Yeah.
I just think that I think they get more creative freedom. I think that's really what it is. They get more creative freedom
Oh,
to
for
do their
sure.
animated films, and as much
Batgirl
as
had sex with Batman, so
that was a mistake. That was a mistake. But
That was actually problematic.
Exactly.
And
was it
toxic
toxic?
It was toxic masculinity.
Toxic
I hate
masculinity.
it. That's a thing that shouldn't even exist. It's so horrible. It's so bad. Especially in an animated thing. It's just horrible. Anthony Manzano is obsessing over you. He just said that you are his favorite on that hashtag show.
Yeah. First he said that you were his person.
You're his person on
You're
that
his person.
hashtag show. And
You
then
were
he
the
also
Meredith
says,
to his Christina.
yeah, he has a crush on you. You're his hashtag crush.
Thank
That
you.
is so
That's
nice
cute.
because no one has ever said that to me. So
Oh, you're my hashtag crush.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank God. At least I'd say it to me so I know
thanks,
it's real.
Anthony. Huh?
That's it.
You can
Yeah.
Venmo me at
No. What is your Cash App? You gotta go giving that out. Oh, girl, my Cash App is just see if they'll give you money. Forget about it. See if it works out.
You could be my online sugar daddy.
Ooh.
Oh man, I'm gonna regret that.
Ooh.
Oh,
God. Yeah.
She was speaking for me. No.
Clip that
She was,
right there.
she was
Clip
speaking.
that out.
She was,
Everything I say,
we
you do
do.
here.
I want a T-shirt that's actually electronic, so we can have that clip of you saying
God.
it over and over. I press a
Speaking
button.
of
I press a
T-shirts.
button and it says, "You can be my digital
It's like,
daddy"
you
or
can't
whatever
get
you just
that
said.
T-shirt.
Yeah, speaking of t-shirts though, Jezzer and Keith did
Yes!
t-shirt memes of me that you can find on TeePublic.
Yes.
Aw.
Is it on the hashtag show C Public? Oh no.
They made
it's
my
on TeePublic?
own TeePublic store.
No, but where is it? Where is it on T Public?
Oh, it's on Jezzer's TeePublic store.
Oh, so you can head over to Jezzer's T Public store where you'll be getting parody shirts
Migdalia
of
memes.
almost all the cast at some time. So that's what he does now. So we always have
That's
to
what he
watch out.
does now.
Yeah, we have to watch out
That's how
about.
he spends his days.
But they won't give me access to that one. I don't have access to that.
He literally ordered a onesie for my niece who's turning 1 next week.
I love it,
You're
and
racist,
it says that's racist.
That's racist.
Oh, it doesn't say. It just has the picture. Or?
No, it says something else.
Oh, but
Wait,
I love
what does
it.
it say?
But her T-shirt does say that's racist.
Why are you
and I
sending
love
my
it.
family things? I don't even know what it says. Okay, let's get back to the
Oh,
show.
there
Go ahead.
are. I've heard about this. Hunter Iggy says that the hashtag show. There are rumors going around that Warner Brothers is developing a Martian Manhunter movie.
No,
Does
thank
anyone
you.
believe that or anyone? No,
But
thank
this
you.
is supposed
Tell
to
me
be
why
like-
it's a no. Tell me
This
why
is
it's
like
a no.
making a movie around Vision. Like, who wants to see that?
Hey, you know the comic.
Martian
The
Manhunter
comic
like
does.
Vision?
Well, he is kind of like Vision. When you think about it, he's
an
an alien.
alien?
He's separated from everyone else. He's
green.
He can do so many things as far as like shapeshift, fly, phase through things, blah blah yada yada. So people kind of see that. But the thing is, when it comes to the value of the character, when kids are playing as superheroes, who says, "I can't wait to be Vision. I can't wait to be Martian Man." No one.
But now
No.
they could.
This will not sell
That's
costumes
true.
at
That's
I mean,
true.
I don't
Party
Yeah.
City.
Like,
Yeah.
I think it's just another situation. Like, obviously, hearing Martian Manhunter does not make me excited.
No,
But Shazam didn't
but,
make me excited.
But then again, if
And-
you do address it or approach it as a procedural, because he is a police officer,
That would be
so
fun,
that
yeah.
would be dope. You do that as far
Like
as the
Gotham.
take on it.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
You don't like Gotham, though.
I
But
don't
like
like it now. I loved it at one time, and the whole growth of the Penguin and Riddler, that whole thing was so amazing. But then it got to a crescendo where they were like, "Will they? Won't they?" And I was like, "Just do it if you're gonna do it, or not if you're not." And then they didn't pull the trigger. Well, I mean, as far
They're
as them
not
being a
gonna do
relationship,
that on the CW.
No. It's on Fox.
It's on
And,
Fox. Oh.
They're definitely not gonna do it on Fox.
no. But about them becoming a couple,
Yeah.
they went up to the point where it was like, "Oh,
Is this
are we
Nick
going to be a couple?"
Bumblepot? Nick
And then they
Bumblepot?
didn't. Yeah,
Yeah, that was-
like
yeah.
that.
Nick
And then-
Bumblepot?
Yeah,
That's the-
Nigma and Cobblepot.
No, I know what you're doing,
it's a
but I'm
weird
like,
one?
that. I
It's
don't
a
like
horrible
that
one?
name.
What it-
That's the name of the
that people are calling it. They call it the nigga bobble bop. I don't know.
Yeah, you
know.
say it.
I don't
Like,
know.
you have
But yeah, that was really annoying. It was really, I didn't like that. At the end of that.
But with that, I think we can end the conversation on Captain Marvel and open the conversation about Endgame.
I totally
Now, this
forgot we
is
were
where
talking about Captain
Miggy
Marvel.
is going to disappear for a moment because we don't.
I'm still
want
gonna
to
hear
spoil
you.
it.
We're in the same room.
Yeah.
So we have these isolation
clogging your
headphones.
ears.
Let's
Exactly.
go ahead and get them now.
The non-spoiler headphones.
I was
Yeah,
like,
right,
I do
right.
have headphones that are pretty loud if you wanted to listen to
Do
something
you
else.
want to?
What are you gonna talk about?
We're gonna break down the special look scene by scene. We're really not, because I don't even remember the scenes.
No.
But we're just gonna generally talk about.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think
Supposedly,
Some
it's
of the-
only
some
footage
of the
from the first 20
speculations-
minutes.
Yeah, some of the speculation that people have run with.
And if
we're
you
gonna
guys,
discuss those.
if you guys saw the special look trailer, please feel free to let us know your theories, and don't be shy about using the super chat option.
That's right. Let us know. Super chat is a great way, so it highlights your conversation as far as telling us what you feel you need to tell us. We'll be able to see it, and we'll be able to speak about it. As you see, the chat's going kind of quick. A lot of people telling us how much they love Tatiana and Miggy, so it's hard for us
And
to
no
see
one's
what's going
saying
on.
how much they love
No one
Daniel.
is. Hold on, just give it a moment. My mom will get in the chat. My mom will get in the chat soon. So, and then she'll be like, "Oh, I hate that guy." So, but we'll worry about that later.
All right.
Let's get into it.
Yes.
So, everyone's going crazy about it. On and on,
one,
blah blah. Number
I just
one.
like to say that
yes.
if we can't have Cap beard, I'm actually happy that we have Thor beard.
You know what?
That's
Thor
a new
beard,
so-
hashtag.
is something that is great for humanity. I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just we need one of them with a beard
Because
the beard,
it's hot.
sexy.
Yeah,
This is
it
the
is,
hottest
right?
that I
He's looking
found
good.
Chris Hemsworth was in
Wow.
Infinity War.
Wow.
He's looking
Wow.
good. He's looking good.
I like that.
Last time I checked, I thought he had a beard in Thor Ragnarok.
No, sorry, that movie was the first time I found him
Right,
like super freaking
Shortcut
hot.
hair with the beard.
Yeah,
I
it
was
all
like,
comes together now.
huh?
Thor one, I was like, who is this vanilla? Like, no, I just Fabio looking dude.
Yeah,
Fabio
right, yeah,
looking
like it was
young as
yeah,
hell.
too much.
No.
So when he got the beard and the shortcut hair, you were like,
That's
battle
a
cry.
man, baby.
No, you were like, ah! You were doing it too. That was, I can understand
other
that.
body parts are doing it. Okay.
Wow, woo! Woo!
This is CGIS after
Yeah,
hours.
it is. Hey, it's after a particular time. We can say almost
That's
anything
true.
on
That's
here.
true.
We could.
Almost anything.
That's right, you mother functions. That's right. You thought I was gonna go there, huh?
Well,
Bow!
exactly.
That's what I
One
say.
thing we could not
Mother
say.
functions. Mother functions.
Look at Captain Planet
Mother.
over here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Someone said it.
Oh yeah, he was in Ghostbusters.
Let's
but he
give
didn't have the
Brody
beard.
something to do. I do not
Do
like
you not?
this backseating of Don Cheadle here. He's a very, very talented actor.
He does
But-
deserve more.
And this
He
role
broke
is
his
just
back.
wasted. Yeah, but before
broke his
that,
back.
it was just like
yeah.
Yeah, honestly, that is true. But
But he
no,
can use his suit still anyway, right?
exactly. Yeah, he
Yeah,
can.
this
But
is
the
all
thing
cheating here,
They
what's
did.
going
They
on.
did do the whole joke about it, where in one of the Iron Man, when he was like, "All right, so what do I get? Do I get a suit?" And blah blah. And he was like, "No, I'm gonna." He was like, "What? What?" Like that's the whole thing. Brody's like, "Yo, I'm a military guy. Like I'm been trained. I can actually fight and blah blah yada yada. Put me in the suit. Trust me, it will work." And it's just more of him dealing with Iron Man and his ego and wanting to be the
Right.
guy in a suit. So that always has to be an issue. But War Machine, we've gone from Iron Patriot back to War Machine again, and I definitely will look forward to seeing him. We know that he's going to be in the film, and he will be
Right.
wearing a suit, so yes.
He's definitely gonna participate.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
one thing that people have been talking about is Natasha's hair.
of course they are.
Yeah,
Yes.
but just like in terms of like
This is
it
so important to
being-
the story.
being a
everybody.
passage of time within the first 20 minutes.
That's
of
the important
film.
thing. That's
Because
the
first
important
we
thing.
see her just with like kind of shorter hair and it's like all red, right?
I know she gets
and then
the
another
other.
scene you see her with longer hair and it's like blonde,
It's
like
blonde.
more
Yeah,
blonde
right,
coming out.
right.
So we can assume that at some point, if these are really just the first 20 minutes, there's going to be a time jump.
Or it could be
flashback?
talking. Yeah, it could
Yeah,
be a flashback
or a
where they're talking about
flashback.
like
Yeah.
remember right after the snap, our lives were blind, and then
But
they
that's
go
true.
into
They
some
could be like,
flashback
yeah,
and blah
exactly.
blah.
So
and then they're
either
like,
one way or
and
another,
now
we're
look
going
at
to
us.
see. We're gonna see some snaking in time.
Yeah, which is true. It's just once again giving us the idea, the answer of yes, there is some passage of time, which is good. Now, here comes your Cap again.
It's Cap
he's
butt
clean
now. It's
shaven,
not Cap
exactly.
He
beard.
is clean shaven,
blink
and with that clean shaven thing going on
spoiled.
right there, I'm gonna go right to it. A lot of people comes to speculation. There's an image of Cap and Iron Man speaking.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
This
This is
one.
what everyone's been talking
People
about.
are
This is what
going
everyone's been talking
crazy
about.
over it.
Wait, what?
They're
You
like,
thought
no.
they were never going to talk?
No.
No,
People are
no,
going
no.
crazy over the thing.
Look at
This-
his old ass.
Exactly.
Look at his young ass. There you go.
Now, what
That's-
people are
doesn't
saying
age.
exactly.
Yeah.
This is my This is my
That's his
part. I'm
counterpoint.
going
That's
with
the
it. That's my
counterpoint.
counterpoint.
Okay.
But the thing is, this is what everyone's speculating, going crazy over right now. They're like, that's old. That's old Iron Man or old Tony Stark, and that's young
That's
Cap.
old
So what
Tony
they're saying is, oh, well, clearly what's happening is this is
That
our time
voice.
travel. Yeah, so clearly it's the time travel, and what it's showing us is that that's the present day or after post-snap Tony Stark going back in time to
talk to
speak
past,
to
yeah.
pre-snap,
2012
yeah,
Captain
pre-snap Captain America,
Oh,
Age of Ultron,
Age of
Captain
Ultron,
America.
Captain America.
And the reason they're saying that also is because of the line he says during the trailer where he
Yes.
says, "Do you trust me?" Where it becomes a kind of
A reversal. Because one
Exactly.
would expect that it's Steve worrying if Tony trusts him now. Because it's Tony
After
who...
Civil War,
Yeah.
it would be that
Stopped
whole
trusting
thing.
Steve after Civil War, but instead it's Tony asking Steve, which suggests that this Steve does not have a reason to believe that Tony would not trust him.
Exactly, but my problem is we saw the clip that we just showed earlier where he's shaving he's shaving off that whole "I've been in war" beard, and now now they're just out in the field, and that's all it is just, do you trust me? That's all it is. But everyone's taking it and going crazy with it. Sorry to tell you guys, I promise you that scene, when it happens, it's not about a time jump or
Right.
anything like that.
No.
It's them probably getting ready to do something, and it's just, do you trust me?
Right.
Now, yes, we do see everyone in the quantum suits. So we can speculate, or we can at least believe that there will be some level of
Yeah.
time travel.
I do expect time travel to happen. But considering that in this little special look, we get to Thanos and him being like, oh, it always brings you back to me. And, you know,
yeah, that's true.
You'll be back. So,
Wow,
I feel-
Hamilton drop right there, ladies and gentlemen.
I feel like the time travel, that's got to be like the big thing that they do, like the last resort that they do. Because time travel is always like,
well, I mean, yeah,
you know,
of course.
the last resort.
I mean,
So-
I saw 9,999 options.
Right. So I would have
All
to
that
imagine
stuff. So something's
that
gonna
they're
happen.
gonna do their little like plan, the little plan of attack. They go try to do whatever with Thanos. It obviously fails and blows up in their faces. Maybe they lose Bruce Banner. I don't know. Maybe they lose someone.
Exactly. I mean, well, Cool Handle Name says it right. Haha, Cool Handle Name. And he says, we already know they mess with the trailers to keep people guessing. So you can't trust them. And that is true.
That is true.
Now, the thing is, but when it comes to trailers, we know the masters of trailers happen to be DC, which we're going to be talking about in a bit. But when it comes to trailers with Marvel, have we had a reason not to truly run or speculate on their trailers from the last ones they've given us recently? Like, have there been moments where
Infinity
people have...
War.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're definitely
Okay.
they're giving scenes that just don't exist at all. Yeah.
Exactly. So now, with that being the case, do we think that they're messing with us again on all of these trailers?
I'm sure there's some level of messing. Yeah, but I do think that someone who's studied Marvel
Yes,
trailers
yes.
enough could really deduce what is happening in the first act of the film.
Sherlock Holmes style.
I already missed my beautiful Tony and Pepper
Oh, what
hug,
the
but I do
hell?
love them. They are my
Here's a screen capture for Tony Sanchez.
Tony
Okay,
Sanchez.
now this one...
She probably lost her shit over this.
Oh my
Isn't it-
god.
didn't-
This is my problem. Okay.
What is
So there's a meme that's going around where it says 2 years on house arrest.
And he
And
got
it
a-
shows it shows what's his name? Ant-Man.
Yeah.
And it's like 2 years on house arrest. And he has like magic cards and he's like doing the magic trick out of his mouth like like real dopey, dirt. And then it's like, but then 2 years on house arrest or post snap, and here he is. I got a full sleeve. Life is different. I'm killing people now. You're like, wow, life really got hard for you. Oh, the toys. Yes.
Why are there
Oh
toys
yes.
here?
Oh yes. If you happen to
right.
notice. The
Captain
quantum suits,
America.
the quantum suit on Cap, and that was something everybody went crazy over because it was like we saw the quantum suit toy before we saw the clip
Yeah.
where they were actually wearing them, and people were already speculating.
Who am I
But then
looking at
again,
here? Is
this,
that Ronan?
oh, yes, it
Ah!
is, and this is who people are going crazy over. I like to call him Shay, but other people call him Ronan. The Ronan toy, I don't know if you guys can really see it, but Ronan is badass. I love him.
does look
I love
badass.
him. Like, he does look dope. It's still kind of interesting. I wonder how they're going to go along with taking the name. Is it going to be because, okay, like
It
a
does look
Ronin,
like
I'm a
Shay.
Shogun without a, yeah, right? I'm a Shogun without a whatever, blah, blah, blah. But
We shared beside mine.
we're gonna cut
And
your
get a
hair.
sleeve
We're gonna
tattoo.
cut your hair and give you a sleeve tattoo, or have one of those sleeves that like little transparent kind of whatever. We're gonna give you tattoos, Shay. But sure, that's cool. That's great. But what is definitely cool, of course, which everyone screamed when we first saw it. I like her. I like
The
her.
scene that launched 1,000 friendships.
There you go. And that's, of course, Brie Larson gracing us with her presence and being in the Avengers, which we know she is, as a lot of people are saying, the most powerful character in
Right.
the MCU. Do you think that she could actually beat Hulk?
Hulk?
Yeah.
Yeah, she beat Hulk.
Like, ding, ding,
I
they go
mean,
from the bam. She's like,
Thanos,
oh,
like,
Thanos laid
Effed
him.
him up.
Thanos, I think Thanos emasculated him, kind of almost like made him a eunuch. Like he just cut off his manliness because it was like
off
ding,
his manliness.
it was like ding ding. Thanos was like pop pop pop.
He's like
watch it, gotcha.
Mike
Left yourself
Tyson,
open. Yeah, he did.
96.
He was like ha, left yourself open. Ha ha, watch out, you a bitch now. And then after that, you saw like the Hulk.
tragic.
The Hulk was just like and wouldn't even come out anymore. So definitely, I think because she can probably floor Thanos. So
Yeah.
I mean, she's got the
I
power
hope
of the
we're gonna
Tesseract.
get to see something like that. You know, I want her to get like a
Oh, you
big
think
moment
so?
versus Thanos. Obviously, she's not gonna be like take out Thanos solo and then just end the film 20
No,
minutes
no,
in.
I mean, what we're
but
gonna
I
see
do
is-
want to see her have like a big hero moment.
We're gonna
with
see
that.
Ant-Man go up the butt, right?
Of course, obviously.
That's what everyone's talking
Obviously,
about, right?
That's what has to
But
happen.
she is an
Ant-Man's gonna go
Infinity
up the butt.
Stone, so is she too super powered for this
Whoa,
battle?
do you think so?
Did they mess up by just making her
Making
too
her too
super
super
Well, that's
powered?
the problem is that like
How are they
if
gonna
she's
ride
too
around it?
exactly, they're gonna have to do something to take her out, which is lame. I hate when that happens. Like just because someone is not here to ask me about my DC TV updates. It's like when Vibe gets knocked out 10 minutes into the crossover, and then
Always,
he's just randomly
always,
knocked out for
yep,
3 episodes
yep.
because he could solve everything.
Honestly, he's like, oh, what's
Like
going
that
on?
dog in
Yeah.
that show.
Which one?
The Inhumans.
Oh yeah, that's right. He could just teleport people and get everybody out and save everyone.
putting him to
Lockjaw.
sleep.
This
Yeah,
is an
Lockjaw
interesting
can show up.
theory. Cool handle name.
Cool Handle Name says they didn't mess up because it's not the real Captain Marvel. It's a scroll version of her.
Well, that would
Now,
be one way to take
I
her out.
don't
heard
think
this.
it
I don't think that, but it
is,
would be
But
one way
that
to
is
figure
a
out.
great theory.
That is a good theory, and it is something that has been circling around the internet, and a lot of people are saying that. But then a lot of people are also saying that possibly
Nick Fury.
may be a scroll. The whole cutting of the toast and blah blah blah.
Sure,
How
but
we saw that in Age of Ultron.
why does that even matter? Because he's dusted at this point.
Pretty much, but
That would be something for the next
there
phase.
is something that people are saying that may be a scroll, which is Tony Stark.
Whoa!
They're saying, what if he did indeed already die, and the one that is brought back, who I believe is possibly rescued by, what's his
Rescue?
name? No, the little raccoon.
Oh, Rocket.
Rocket. I think Rocket's going to come down, bring him back.
Respecting his name, the
Put some
little
respect.
raccoon.
I don't like raccoons. I hate raccoons. I hate garbage bears. That's what they're called. The little garbage bears.
That sounds even cuter than a raccoon.
Yeah, it does.
bear, I
You
like
see
it.
how large
That's
they
so
are because
cute.
they're like larger than cats and dogs. It's really weird.
super
Bad Susie
Super
hits us with a super
chat.
chat.
That's so sweet, Batusi.
I am here, so I
here we
will
go.
ask you now. CWDC review.
Specifically CW.
Okay.
Hey, Supergirl's actually been good these last 2 weeks.
Okay.
Especially since they introduced Lex. Yeah, I know, it's wild.
I know studio
But-
audience is like, we don't believe you.
Yeah,
We
exactly. You
need
don't
more
believe
people.
me. You don't believe me, but
Yeah, we're going to get in on you.
I love this.
I know. Wait, why is she in like? Why is she in complete
Why am I
darkness?
suddenly
Why are you in space?
Spotlight. I love it.
No, you're in space now. That's it. Go
I didn't
ahead.
even get a
we're
background.
Gonna get Rocket to
It's
come out and
just
save
literally
you.
just me.
Go
We're gonna
ahead.
get Rocket come out and save you somehow. Go
Anyway,
ahead.
what's his face? John Carr's doing a really good job as Lex, and then he's got his like weird little Manson fangirl Eve. So they're finally putting that nonsense character to good use. And they're having James deal with his PTSD, just like lots of like crazy stuff. Lena and Kara are finally talking to each other. So great things happening on
like that.
Supergirl. Legends came back, and they did a Mexican wrestling episode, but it wasn't very Mexican, and there wasn't that much wrestling.
Nacho Libre.
Yep.
It was basically like the Nacho Libre version of Mexican wrestling. They're like everything they knew about it, they learned from Nacho Libre. But that's okay because
Ding ding.
that's
Nacho!
okay.
And they just went for it.
Because they're doing a really interesting storyline on like basically the mistreatment of creatures, magical creatures, right? And like who counts as human and who doesn't.
But do you care at all about Mona?
I care about Mona personally. I don't care about Nate, and yet they did manage to have Nate's reaction to his father being the worst actually be interesting. So we'll see where that goes.
Oh,
But
we're
yes,
back.
in general, it
thought
was
we
an
were-
episode
what the-
about two of the
I thought
least
we were
interesting
gone.
characters.
What about Gotham?
Oh God,
That's
no.
not on CW,
It's not on
Migdalia.
CW.
It's a DC TV show, and a series finale is like airing next week.
Oh, thanks,
I
Tony.
don't know. It's like they really took TGIS to heart. They're
Yeah,
all
right,
coming out of the
right,
woodwork
right.
now.
You guys are all
I'm
showing up
watching.
like,
I'm gonna be
yeah, right?
brave.
Tatiana and Mickey are both hot. Hello, ladies. I'm typing this out
say
like I
hello,
don't know.
ladies?
No,
That's what I
hello,
heard.
ladies.
I heard
He
hello,
said,
ladies.
he said, hello, ladies. It's
Okay.
Fat Albert almost.
I definitely
don't
heard
know.
I love
Just-
old ladies.
I
was
want
like,
to type
this
that
is
in.
so rude.
I want to type that into like, hey, ladies, how y'all doing?
Thank you.
I'm fully
Daniel.
clothed, and I just wanted to say that I
Did you
respect
just type
you as
that to
women.
yourself,
I
Daniel?
did right now, actually.
Daniel's
Daniel was super hot. I did type that to myself. No, I wanted to type like, hello, ladies. I am also fully clothed and telling you that I appreciate you as women. You are so smart and intelligent. By the way, I find you attractive. That's the proper way to do it, apparently. I don't know. Without getting hurt. You
In
can't
that
say
voice,
anything.
in
Yeah,
that
you have to do
voice,
it in that.
exactly.
If you do it in that voice.
Yeah.
Because anything else in that voice, like, ooh.
Are you done?
I'm done. I'm done.
Okay.
CW. Yeah, so
That's all. We only have
Flash.
two.
Did we get
No,
one?
there was no Flash.
Okay.
It's back on April 16th. So I know. Aw.
It is like, oh, how about the what is that show? What do they call it? Trash? No. Oh, I'm sorry, Arrow.
Arrow
Arrow.
is also back on April 15th.
Oh, thank
They're
God.
on their
it's-
little.
yeah, they
we're
need
on
a
little
hiatus
vacation.
because they're dying. This is it, right? This is their last season.
They're getting half of another season, but they're not gonna have Felicity.
I
Did we
want
already
that.
discuss this? They don't have Felicity's leaving the show.
Oh, so
That's
she's
important
so
news.
she's like, hey, I
Who
actually
cares?
want a
It's the
job in the
last
future.
season.
No, but she's smart. I want a job in the future, so I'm not going to be here. I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I mean, this is when her contract was up, so I guess she was
Oh,
like, bye.
well, yeah,
I don't
since we're
feel like
ending it
coming
anyway,
back.
yeah, that
Thanks.
makes sense. That makes sense.
And so sucks for them because
All right.
the only people that are left watching are people who want to see her. So I don't know what they're doing for the last two episodes.
So, what about our favorite ragtag team of time travelers? What is that? The
Legends of Tomorrow. We talked about that,
Oh, I'm
Daniel.
sorry, I'm
Don't
sorry.
listen
I
when
was
I
not
speak
I was
because you're too
I was
busy
so lost playing
watching
with Ronan.
Migdalia and I's intelligence.
I was. I
shining
wanted to make
through.
sure I wouldn't. Okay, so tell us about the Gotham posters. Anyone's talking about those
I think
Gotham
that's
posters?
Migdalia's corner.
No, I'm not looking at them because
Why
I'm
not?
still
They're
on
like
season
pictures.
4.
They're pictures of Bane with like the little. thing.
Exactly. I don't want to be spoiled.
Oh,
I'm still
okay,
on
Well,
season
they
four.
look good. I think that
Fine.
if you were willing to stick through any portion of Gotham
Mm-hmm.
in the last 4 to 5 years,
Hush.
then you should watch the last 2 episodes.
Oh yeah, if you,
You
could.
can't laugh
oh, okay,
when
then
you're
that makes
watching
sense.
Flash and
no, that
Arrow
makes sense.
and
No, but she's right. If you were able to stick through any of the other parts
Right.
of the
Like,
of
if
the
you
show,
watch any amount of the show,
must
you
watch
should tune
these
into the
last
end.
2
Yeah,
episodes.
just to see how
'Cause
they wrapped it up.
It's going to be like, oh, okay.
I did that
get
with
it.
Vampire
And then you're
Diaries.
going to want to
I
watch
quit
everything
Vampire
else.
Diaries after like season 3, and I came back and watched the finale, and I was like, oh, thank God.
The way Gotham
I
works,
did not
though,
waste my time.
The way Gotham works, though, because
Mm-hmm.
they like to do like a kind of a mini arc, even though there's an arc. I think it's even more than the last 2. For Gotham, I think it's more like you got to watch
last
these
half
last.
season?
The last 5 episodes of it, because then they'll be like, it's kind of like previously on Gotham. You're
Yeah.
gonna get a little bit of that, and then you're gonna get a really
wait
good
to put
story.
that up.
So it's gonna be big.
That
okay,
Joker is quite
people are
terrifying.
going crazy over that and saying how they don't like it, and I'm like, you guys were upset when they revealed Jerome to
for
be the
you.
Joker, and
you.
people were pissed and shitting all over it. And then
Yeah.
finally,
And he was
when they were
great.
like, okay, we'll go ahead and give him a little bit more, and we'll do we'll cut off the face and have him put it on. People were like, oh, so now you're trying to be the Joker. You were just saying that you wanted the Joker. So now what we're gonna do is give you the Joker
Yeah.
that you said.
I mean, and
Where-
yeah,
here goes the
and-
purple suit. Here
Yeah.
goes the skin. Here goes the green hair.
Exactly.
And still,
he really looks like
people
someone
are
who got
upset.
dropped in a vat of acid.
He
Like,
does.
that's like really, like, that's realistic.
He
and also,
does.
I would never believe it's Karen Monaghan.
No, I wouldn't.
Like,
exactly.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
really
it's
I
still
would believe
him.
that.
It's still
I
him.
can't believe it.
It's still Jerome. Jerome gets to be the
Is it
Joker.
Jerome or is it the twin brother?
Oh
that
yeah,
the
that's
one
right.
Jerome?
That's right.
I,
Oh, you haven't watched that close?
That's how
I
far
told you
back
I'm
was
in
sorry.
season 4.
Oh my god.
Did that happen in? Oh, jeez. I'm
Alright.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna
Man. Well, jeez. Sorry, we didn't know about
You
the.
don't even like the show and you're going to sit here and spoil it?
So sorry. So sorry. We were trying to. Anthony Manzano asks, Daniel, if Captain America sacrificed himself, do you feel Bucky replaced Captain America because Bucky becomes a hero in the comics? What his name is in the comics, I forgot.
Isn't it just
that's
Winter Soldier
true.
still?
Yeah, I
Like,
think so. Something. But there is a moment where Bucky does pick up the shield.
Yes.
For a moment, but there's also a moment where Falcon picks up the shield.
I do
too.
think Captain America's going to sacrifice himself.
Do you think so?
And I do think it's more likely that Bucky will take up the shield than
Be our new
I
Cap.
don't think either of them are gonna.
Actually,
take
I think
over.
I don't want to ruin everybody's thing
What?
about the theory because it's probably right on it. It's probably right on. I'm
I don't
sorry.
wait, your
Joe,
your
no,
theory-
not mine. It's Joe's theory. It's Joe's
I think
theory.
you should tell it. I think
Well, you can
tell
say
it.
it's yours.
Because you already said it. Yeah.
Heroes stuff.
Yeah, he does. Oh, he got one. Oh, did you remember that? Shampoo and conditioner. God, man, that is so harsh. That is so
What
harsh.
about body wash?
Huh? No,
Can
no,
you
no,
three in
no.
one?
It's only no. That's too much. You gotta be able
Okay.
to. You want to treat someone, so you give them shampoo and conditioner, and you make sure that your ringer is not on silent.
That's right.
That's
the full package.
Shampoo and conditioner. They know what's going on. They were like, she's talking about shampoo and conditioner. She needs my help. That's what I heard.
Okay, so tell us your theory.
Oh, okay, cool. My theory is I definitely love Roswell. You guys
Like
get
the
it.
new
You
Roswell?
guys get it.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyway, no, but really, no. Honestly, I will say that it's not my theory. It is definitely Joe's. First time I ever heard it was from him. And his theory is that Cap is going to make a choice and actually choose to stay in the past with Peggy.
Oh yeah, we've heard this one before.
Exactly.
We've heard that
Yeah.
Whoa, Batusi has a question that definitely goes straight to me.
bragging.
Oh, look, that's right. I
this
forgot
show.
about that. I forgot. You know what? He has grown on me.
Yeah,
He
even
has
if you don't like
grown on
Gotham,
me as
David
he definitely
Mazouz
does
is a
grow.
great little baby.
He is a
Bruce.
dude. He is great, and I need to see him in stuff as he does get older. I need to see him in something. CW, just hire him for something because I think he will help you catapult. He's great. So.
That's
Batusi
the
does
theory.
ask, who is Idris Elba gonna be in Suicide
Has anyone got any
Squad
theories on that?
2?
Because we heard that he's not going to be Deadshot after all. Because they
Yeah,
want just in
exactly.
case.
Just in
just in
case Will
case
says,
Will's
"Woo!"
coming back
You
on.
know,
Yeah.
that's what he does. That's mostly what he says in films. But will he? Do you think? Who will he be? Do you think he'll be what's that? The Bronze Tiger?
Oh yeah, Bronze
'Cause
Tiger
that
would be a good one.
for
I
him.
really like
because
Bronze
once
Tiger.
again, remember he did train to be a kickboxer or whatever, so he's got that kind of movement,
And
it'll be
Idris
great.
trained as a boxer.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's what
That's what I'm saying.
Tiger.
So he's
Like
got
Idris
the,
trained as a
he'll have
boxer,
the
which
movement.
fits.
Why does
He'll
it
have
sound
the
like
movement.
a main entree? Bronze Tiger.
We're assuming
Bronze
it's not
Tiger.
going to be
Ooh.
someone.
Whoa,
It's not
geez,
going to be
Mickey.
someone that was already in the cast list, right? Because it's someone they're like writing into it for. Idris.
I feel like it's gonna be an original character,
an original character.
like a character that will die,
Oh no, I don't think
and
so.
he's gonna be a villain.
I don't think so.
And
I feel like they would want, especially because it seems like they originally. I feel like they did originally hire him to be Deadshot, and then they changed their minds. You know?
Yes.
That's true.
So
That's
I'm
true.
sure that they're just gonna make it the new hero of the movie.
That's
maybe he's gonna be the leader.
Yeah, like the new Rick Flag / Deadshot type character. That being said, they also apparently Viola Davis is gonna stick around.
Yes.
Which thank God because they do need
but
like a
she's-
little.
Yes.
She's like too good.
But
She
the
is
thing
too
is,
good.
but she's only going to do like she did last time. She's going to have like
Yeah.
10 minutes of screen time.
Exactly.
You know? Hi, I'm here to say something. Here's the premise. And I'm going to give you a look in the camera. And I'm going to make you feel like you are in contempt of court. And then walk away. And
the
then you're
good
just
thing
like,
is
whatever
then
she
You
said.
can have the continuity of like, well, I tried this once before and it went to shit, so now I'm going to do it again.
Again.
You
People
know?
are asking about that. Maybe he'll be Red Tiger. And I'm like, that could be an option. But I
How many
definitely want
tigers
him.
are there?
There are a
Right?
few, actually.
Gold tiger,
But I
silver
want him to be. I
tiger.
want him to be Bronze Tiger. And that's just gonna
Yeah,
be it for me.
I like that. Now
Yeah.
you've come up with that theory.
Right?
I don't want any other one.
And
I'm
people
good.
are wondering if Margot is going to come back, but I heard Margot was only going to come back if Will was going to come back, and Will was like, I don't know if I'm going to.
That's what I speculated.
I don't
Right,
think
exactly,
it's necessary
right?
because like, didn't she escape with the Joker at the end of the first one or whatever?
Yeah, but they could always
Yeah,
write
true,
around that.
true. True.
Well,
it's not a
the
reboot. They actually
a
announced
reboot.
that. It's not a reboot.
It's gonna be-
This is going to be Suicide Squad, too. That's it. I mean, the thing is, when it comes to Suicide Squad anyway, that's their thing. They're not always the same
Yeah.
team. So let's just have another
revolving door.
reiteration. I mean, there's so many villains to pick out of. Let's go ahead and pick some new villains. Oh, yeah. If
Ryan
this,
from the
is,
dead,
if this is a
Slipknot.
prequel, Slipknot will come back. Or at least they can put his headless body inside of the
That is
Ra's al Ghul's
dark.
little pit and see if that happens to do anything. But no, he'll be dead. But moving on, since we are kind of slightly discussing DC,
Yes.
and we
are.
did talk about trailers earlier,
Mm-hmm.
let's talk about the Big Buzz trailer that did drop recently this week. That's right, and that is the Joker.
Oh, I love this
trailer.
little animation of the Joker down there. That was
Oh,
great.
look at him! He's like, "Hello."
Wow, that's great, man.
Hello, my
That's
honey.
great.
Hello, my baby.
So,
But-
does Joker change the game?
No.
Now that's interesting.
It's a great trailer. It's not
is a good
changing the game.
So why do
though.
you say no?
I say no because we've seen this palette before. We've seen this
gonna say
character
that.
before. We've seen this type of film before. But what's really interesting about this is that it seems like more of a character study than a like big blockbuster action film, which is great.
I think that's what people are going for when they say it's changing the game. Like,
Exactly.
that we can step into the comics universe, but as like a, not small time, but like looking at like one microcosm of the whole. Instead of
macro,
making
yeah.
everything this like big
Sure.
action.
In that way, yeah, it is. But honestly, what it is, I feel that it's the period on. Yes. Oh.
Yeah, the fact that Atlanta cast members are in this movie.
Yeah, I know, right?
Already
I was already like,
Brian
oh,
Henry
yes,
is also
yes,
in it,
that's
yeah,
right.
so.
So, but I feel that what this film is the period on Nolan's sentence because it's kind of doing this thing where it's like we're taking the extraordinary and putting it in the real world. Because the thing is, like, there's a meme that's going around about it right now where it says, okay, in the comics, you take a man, you toss him into a vat of acid, and you know, okay, now he comes out crazy. In this one, you take a man and you toss him into the real world, and that's it.
Right.
You bring him into what we have currently in society.
And it makes him
will
crazy.
it not break a person? Yes, it will.
But
And that's
still-
exactly what's happening.
But still, without Christopher Nolan's trilogy, I don't think this would even.
That's
That's
it. That's
true.
what I said.
That's true.
This is the period on Nolan's sentence.
That's very
Nolan has been drafting this whole thing.
Yeah, but
like I
this
said,
is
taking the
what they should
extraordinary,
have gone
putting it in the
with
real.
to begin with. You know, if that's what, you know, once the trilogy ended, they should have.
Well, I
Kept
think
going
that
with
was
that kind
going
of
to be
thing?
the plan before
Yeah,
Heath
but-
Ledger died. I really believe they were going to spin off.
but not even
to his own
necessarily, not
solo.
necessarily the Joker. Although yes, obviously they would have gone there with the Joker if he hadn't died. Rest in peace. But just like in general, like that kind of character-driven storytelling, you know, and like.
And see, this is something interesting. Hunter Iggy is saying it. Josh Goldman, he's telling Josh, but I definitely agree because someone else said it before. The Joker movie is an Elseworld movie.
Yes,
It's
I mean
not really,
we've got to assume it is because
right?
it's a different Joker and he's clearly got a different
Exactly.
origin
So the
story.
thing is, it kind of does suck. But the thing is, also you have to remember, does it really have to be an Elseworld movie? The Joker's supposed to be so insane, and we know that's kind of like his thing, where he says even when he retells the story. It's funny because you always remember it differently.
Right.
He says that in so many iterations,
Yeah.
and he said it in the comic every time he goes over his
Right.
origin.
I mean, and like,
He
and this one
says
seems to be
it
one
comes out
of the
different.
origins from The Killing Joke, which was all about how you're never going to
He's
get
a
the real
failed
origin story.
comedian.
Ooh.
So,
But also, this just leads into DC doing standalone films now and not a shared universe.
yeah,
Yep.
which I think is for the best.
Yeah.
Exactly, for
And
the
then,
best.
yeah, and in the comics, there are 3 Jokers in the comics right now.
Yes,
that whole
that's
thing,
true.
I remember
Which
that.
they still have not gone into.
They have not addressed it all. I think they were just like, well,
fine.
that's a throwaway, and
Exactly.
we got that.
Congrats,
too bad.
3 Jokers.
Hey, look, Doom Clock, guys. Let's all it's time to walk away. And we forgot about it completely.
Yeah.
But Tony Robinson does say something very interesting to me right here. Apparently, I'm Jon Stewart. Tatiana, you're Harley Quinn.
Interesting.
And Miggy, you're Black Canary.
You just have to run around in a little bathing suit.
Yeah, I was
kidding.
kind of like yeah, fishnets also.
Yeah,
Let's
fishnets.
not
Well,
forget
no,
that.
if it's the Black
Let's,
Canary of Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, that's true, that's true. Well, that's not bad. That's not
sure
bad.
I was
But
in that movie.
you're cool with Harley?
I can accept Harley Quinn. I don't know if I'm, you know.
I mean, I would love to be
Maybe not
Icon,
wild
but
enough
it's fine. It's fine. Jon Stewart is great. Jon Stewart's
Jon
great.
Stewart is great.
Icon is so much better than he is like literally the Black Superman, but even better than Superman. So
Oh, wow.
whatever. But
Okay.
hey, it's fine.
All
It's
right.
fine. I
Maybe
can be
that's
Jon
Mr.
Stewart.
Iggy Shay. Just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm
Josh
just having
Goldman.
a
I know, they're
conversation
having,
with Josh.
It's Josh and Hunter Iggy. I mean, we should just have a show about them two talking. I call it Perfect Strangers.
Why do they keep saying Josh Goldman?
Josh Goldman.
Josh Goldman's
Make
the
Me This
Joker
Joker movie is from a different universe.
But what's funny about this is like when this was first announced, I was filming everyone was like, "Oh, this is BS!
Yeah.
What the hell?" And
I
I'm
was
like, "This who
definitely a
asked for this? This
non-believer.
is too much. We don't need to know the backstory."
Oh,
This trailer, this magnificently put together trailer that's so
Once again,
creepy.
DC
and
does that.
The
That's
laugh and Joaquin Phoenix, he's like
Mm-hmm.
legit. Todd Phillips, who directed The Hangover, like once this was released, everyone was like, "I need it tomorrow. I need it right now."
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's
I mean,
true.
at the very least, I need it right now just so I can know if it's going to live up to this trailer,
Well,
right? Or if it's another trick.
I need it right now because I need to see DC fail. Because I feel, I'm saying this because I feel that it's going to fail where the fans are like, this isn't what I expected, so let's stupid. And DC's like, wow, we actually put a masterpiece together. This is an amazing character study. This was shot beautifully. Everything was good in it, even the freaking score. And it's like, oh my God, this film deserves an Oscar, and it probably will end up getting nominated. And still, the fans will be like, this was the worst superhero movie ever. And you're just like, wow.
Who are the fans in your
You guys
estimation?
can't, like,
What is a specific subset
I'm
of
just saying
fans?
that I think they're going to be those fans that are just like, well, I expected explosions, I expected craziness, and I didn't see Batman at all. And you're like, well, it's Joker's origin. He's not in it.
Yeah.
But it's going to be that kind of thing where it's like, this is what I wanted to see, and this is not what I didn't get what I expected, so because of that, it's a bad film. And that's what they're going to say.
Right.
And you're just like, wow.
And you've got to look at it. You've got to go into it looking at it as like its own separate thing, right? Like this is about who the Joker is or who the Joker could be.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
not
it's just
about-
like,
I just feel like I'm
love
gonna
the
feel
Elseworld.
sad throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't
Yes.
like bullying. Like I don't like seeing that and like
God,
feeling
it
that.
is
Like in the
such
trailer,
an
I felt
anti-bullying
that,
film.
and I was just like, oh, I don't like.
I
This.
did. When I saw it, I was like, is this an anti-bullying PSA? Like, it's not,
Like, it's so
if you bully
sad.
someone, if
Exactly.
you bully
They'll
someone
turn into the
enough,
Joker.
they'll become a homicidal maniac. So maybe we shouldn't bully anymore.
Well, that
It's like,
that
that's-
goes along with the
Whoa.
one. It only takes one bad day.
That's
Right,
right.
exactly.
That
Skill
is
of
it.
what the
Ellen
killing
joke.
joke.
Ellen
Yeah.
joke.
So that ties into that and just like the build up.
I just want to know, will I get a Snyder cut of this film? That's what I just want to know.
This has been ghost directed by Zack
Yeah,
Snyder. And he's
That's my
gonna,
answer
when
for
this
everything.
releases, it makes so much money and all the critics'
Exactly.
reviews are positive. He's just gonna strut out like, "Hey, bitches, I directed this actually."
Like the whole time. They were like, I didn't want to tell you
thought
guys.
you blasted me.
I didn't want to tell you guys, but this was filmed 4 years ago, and I already made it a long time ago. Ha ha! And then they're just
In
like,
your face.
boom,
The
Snyder cut,
redemption.
bitches. And they're just like,
Redemption.
oh my God, why didn't we make fun of him? And he's walking around with his Oscar. Like, screw you guys. It was such a good movie. But that's what I would hope, but unfortunately it's not going
But
to.
October, we don't have long to wait for this.
No.
Opening weekend, I'm there. I'm excited.
Really?
Birds of
Yeah?
Prey. The DC slate for the next couple of years, I am loving it.
I am definitely
looking
excited for the
forward
Birds
to
of
it.
Prey.
I'm
Man,
excited
that's
for it.
interesting because, like, right now you still... You did Aquaman, yes or no? Was it like, man, you were like,
I
man.
still haven't seen it, but also I just want to
fine.
I
It's
just
fine.
want to add to that
Okay.
that I'm looking more shut up. Looking more forward to the DC slate, the upcoming slate than the Marvel.
That the Marvel
upcoming
side.
slate.
See, now this is the thing with these films
Yes,
coming
they do.
out.
They have a slate of
yeah,
movies.
with these films coming out right now, can you
Black
say
Panther
that?
2, The
do you feel
Internals.
that DC, the externals, or the whatever.
Internals.
Eternals.
Not
The
Eternals.
Whatever.
Eternals.
You said internals. I was like, what? Is it-
Internal.
Is it
The
Eternals?
The
Eternals.
Eternals.
I was like, the internals.
You're like, it's about their inner emotional beauty.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
a
about
different-
their outer physical
We already
beauty.
saw Inside Out. Disney
Yeah.
already did that, so it's
We
fine.
can't speak.
But yeah, no, I loved Aquaman.
Uh-huh.
I also love Wonder Woman. And then I just loved Shazam. So far.
But
they've
so
been
do you
doing
feel
really well for
that
me.
with these slate of
Mm-hmm.
new DC films coming out, is this kind of like their phase 2? Now
No.
they've had their time, they've
They're not
delivered
doing that.
everything.
They're
and-
not
Well, yeah,
doing
no,
but
but I
it's
mean,
like, it
you know,
is a
just
new
equate-
era for
It is a
them,
new
I
era
think.
for
I
them.
mean,
for
yeah,
what they've
it's
done
new-
already.
yeah.
It's like the rebirth, like a new direction. So
Yeah.
we're not going to do this shared
Oh,
universe. It
Rebirth,
failed.
like DC.
Yes,
DC,
DC
Rebirth.
Rebirth,
Yeah.
That's interesting. And I love that idea that we're just like, DC's like, you know what? We're tired of doing what everyone else already tried to do. We tried it and we failed because we're not them. So, hate us because they ain't us or whatever. We're going to go ahead and do something different.
Yeah.
Because
So-
they're even.
Exactly. That's what I
They
heard
ain't
too.
us.
Daniel,
sorry, guys.
your
I'm having
mouth
problems
today,
with
your
my mouth today is
yeah.
off.
How
I'm-
now, brown
How
cow?
now, brown cow?
All right.
Internals.
So I
No,
think
okay.
that we've talked
Loud
the Joker to
noises.
death. But you guys can continue the conversation on our Facebook.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
THS
THS
hashtagger.
hashtaggers.
Yes.
You can also, of course, keep up to date with everything that's happening as far as films are concerned, and you'll be able to do that coming up next.
Yes,
because
on
we will be
Box
speaking.
Office.
Oh, wait, look at this question here from
Oh,
Anthony.
Migdalia, we're gonna stop. Hold on for a second. I love this. Let's hold on with the plugs. And Migdalia is the Joker from Joker Origins, going to be in the new Batman movie.
I definitely read that wrong. I thought it was Migdalia is the Joker from Joker.
Joker Origins. So, in your opinion, in that new Batman film, do you think that we will see? So he's asking not Jared Leto, but will we see Joaquin Phoenix in the next Batman film.
No, because I don't think what's his face is going in that direction.
Matt Reeves.
Matt Reeves.
I think only if the Joker film. Yeah, I'm not Migdalia. I don't know what I'm talking.
No, we're all in on
Only
that.
if the Joker film is like explosively popular, like it does so well that like they mandate that they put him in.
Oh, that's
You know,
true.
which would
Studio
go
heads.
against the creative, driven.
They have to have the
stories.
script. They need to start filming this Batman movie this year because I think it's slated for 2021.
Right.
Early 2021, if not late 2020. So they can't wait for this movie to come out in October. Otherwise, once again, this is pushed back. We're doing this whole thing. And I think people are just tired of seeing the Batman-Joker dynamic in the same film. I mean, it's been done to death. And I don't even think Matt Reeves wants to go in that direction. So if they force him to do so, they might be looking at a director dropout and removing that from the slate entirely.
I'm
And getting Ben Affleck back
upset
as the
right
director.
now.
Why?
Because Batusi just said something. We'll talk about this later. It's fine. All right.
Yeah, okay.
You guys can
All
continue
right,
the conversation
all right.
as well. Yeah.
Wait, not for a film. That's for
Box Office Showdown. Yeah,
Is
there's
that
something
for,
else. Something else.
Still counts as superheroes, kind of.
It gets superhero. It's fine.
Well, that's
Box
an-
Office Showdown.
You don't want to talk about it?
I'm just okay. Batusi just said, "Are you excited for Pretty Guardians Sailor Moon?" It's gonna be the live show. Pretty Guardians Sailor Moon is coming to the U.S. The shows are already sold out because I just found out about it because he said it, and now I can't buy tickets to it. I'm really upset.
StubHub.
It's StubHub. Exactly.
Oh, press night.
I was just going to say, there has to be a press night, and we can try to see if we can pull it.
Press night.
Woo!
Press night.
Thank you very much, Batusi Blur. You have just Batusi Blur.
Yes.
You just actually
For
made
your
her
super
night.
chats and for your valuable information.
Yes,
Much more
that's
valuable.
right. We definitely do appreciate it. We thank you guys for tuning in once again. Besides just being able to see us on here, you'll also be able to find out anything else that's going on throughout the week for shows that we are probably not going to be able to air. You can go online, go to thehashtagshow.com, and this way you'll get everything in written form. You'll be able to share it with your friends, share it on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But besides that, where can everyone find you guys?
Marcella's Ear on Twitter and Instagram, the Flash Podcast,
Oh, yes.
and Ladies with Gumption, if you like hearing me rant about feminism for 2 hours every week.
Yes. That is not toxic at all. It isn't.
Exactly.
It isn't.
No sarcasm.
It isn't. I'm not
He
being
just
honest.
has to throw that in.
I just love the word
Sprinkle it
toxic
in.
now. It just,
Like
anyway.
the salt guy.
Yeah, that's right. I just toxicity of the city. Anyway, go ahead.
Hi. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Miggy Spicy and on Instagram at The Real Miggy Spicy. And you can find my t-shirts at tpublic/Jezerzeus. And you can find me upcoming at 9 o'clock. I'll be here for Box Office
11
Showdown.
minutes ago.
Yeah, we'll be here on soon.
15 minutes, I'll be here for Box Office Showdown. And I won't be here next week. Spoiler alert. Shut up.
I don't like that.
Because I'll be on vacation. Shut up. People are telling me I'm hot. I don't see anyone saying Josh is hot on this chat.
Like, bring Josh out here.
You parade Josh out here this week. Anyway, so you guys can find me, Battlestar Galactica, I don't know, on social media. So, once again, we
Facebook
are,
tomorrow.
yeah,
What's that
we,
mean?
what?
Facebook tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, we
Oh.
won't be on, well, yeah, we won't be on YouTube. Tomorrow, all the shows that you'll see from us will be on Facebook. So head over to
What are those
THS
shows?
Hashtaggers. Well, I know the show that I'll be on, which is the Retro Ranger Wrap-Up. There's also the wrestling show. There's also Star Wars, what is it? Star Wars Fanatics, and I think we have one more show. Doctor Who. So
Sci-fi.
will also be on YouTube. And Sci-Fi, you guys starting on Sci-Fanatics,
So many
right? Is that
shows.
it? Sci-Factor will also be here.
Wow.
So, once again,
He's
yeah, I'm
really bad at
sorry.
this.
I'm so bad.
It's
You
really
guys,
hilarious.
oh, really? Did you guys know any of the names of the show? Anyway, once again, thank you guys for tuning in. You guys can make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe to keep up to date with everything trending.
In Geek Pop Culture.